Maryland's coastal bays are teeming with the diversity of aquatic wildlife. One of the best ways to explore these underwater realms is by using a seine net. A seine net is a pretty simple tool used by recreational fishermen and marine biologists alike. It consists of a couple of poles, a long net, styrofoam floats, and a weighted bottom. It kind of looks like an upside down badminton net. And simple thing to do is you go out in the water, put the weighted end down, drag it through the water column, pull it up to the beach, and then explore the life inside. So we put the weighted end down, put the poles down to the bottom at about a 45-degree angle, and we're going to drag this back to the beach and we'll see what we catch. Ready, Julie? Okay, all the way in and pull it up. So before you touch the fish, make sure you get your hands wet because these fish have a little protective coating and dry fingers can wash that off. So let's see here. Oh, here we go. There. So these are silversides. This is the bait fish that lives out here in these eelgrass beds. Great bait for flounder fishing, but also a very important food source for lots of different animals out here in the coastal bays. Everything from fish like flounders and larger fish to herons and egrets would hunt for these guys in the coastal bays. Very common fish to pull up in the seine net here. Oh, good. A little snail. I think that is a mud snail, maybe a periwinkle, but there's his little foot in there. This guy would feed on the bottom there, kind of gleaning algae off a lot of the grass we see out there. This, here's a live piece. This right here is eelgrass. This is a really important plant here in the coastal bays. It's a submerged aquatic grass. And this is where a lot of these little fish, snails, and crabs live and hide from the bigger fish. So eelgrass is really critical to a healthy life in the coastal bays. You can see the snails moving right there along the bottom. So he would kind of graze along the grass beds with a little mouth part there, grazing algae and things off the eelgrass. After you pulled your seine and picked your fish and critters out of the net, it's good to flip it over in the water, shake it once or twice, and release everything that you caught on the first round. There they go. All right, let's do another drag. All right, let's see here. Okay, yeah, you can see him in there. Yeah, you can see his little filaments moving on the outside. So these little guys are called comb jellies. So they are in sort of the jellyfish group. They don't sting, they're not harmful, but they're filter feeders. So they're mostly translucent and you can't really see them. But in the little aquarium, you can see the little sort of tiny fibrous little hairs on the outside kind of moving them through the water columns. They filter water through their opening and feed in the water here in the grass beds behind Assateague Island. Beautiful little animal called a comb jelly. So in the water right here are little islands of seagrass, eelgrass, shells, other things. And so a lot of the fish and marine invertebrates we're looking for like this kind of stuff to hide in. So we're going to pull the net here and come see you, Matt, and we'll see what we can get. All right, Julie, let's see. Ready? Lift it up. And many vacationers come to Worcester County to eat these guys when they're like, what, 5 1/4 inches or bigger? But this is how they start their life, in these little grass beds in the coastal bays. So these are juvenile blue crab. So you can see the mottled color of these guys. Even though they're called blue crabs, they're kind of mottled greenish brown. And that's a really good camouflage for hiding out in there. So you can imagine when this guy is nestled into those eelgrass beds out there in the coastal bays, it's really hard to see. And that's exactly where he wants to go back to when we're done observing him during our seine net exploration. So come visit us in Worcester County and explore the life aquatic with a seine net when you're traveling Maryland's beach and beyond. It's insane.